Hello, my name is Caitlin Elwell, and I am in Curriculum 304. Today we're going to talk about John Hattie. John Hattie is currently a professor of education and director of Melbourne Research at the Institute of Melbourne, Australia, and his research interests deal with applying measurement models to education problems or practices. Hattie was even awarded the Order of Merit for New Zealand for his services in education. With visible learning, Hattie, the Australian researcher, did a huge, I believe it's the largest meta-analysis ever of what affects student achievement. He's done 500,000 different studies, 150 million student data. He should go into the Research Hall of Fame, as some people have said. So visible learning is visible learning is to encourage teachers to look at themselves, to analyze how they teach in order to understand what their impact is. And because they want to see their impact through the eyes of their students. It's to help, and eventually this will help students become their own teachers, so they know what to do when the students don't know what to do. Hattie wants to learn how to change learning sufficiently, and visible learning is about what is sufficient. The visible work is helping teachers start at the progress and leading towards achievement, like what will affect student achievement. So once again, visible learning, it's helping the teacher understand what their impact is, getting them to see themselves, their teaching practices, through the eyes of the students, who it matters most. And here is the list of, according to 2009, of Hattie's kind of organization of what affects teachers. What visible learning, what has a greater effect on achievement towards students. So I'm going to look here at the top. It's self-reported grades with the Gaussian programs. As you notice, this is highlighted in pink. This has above a 1 effect size. This 1 size effect means a 2-grade increase of achievement at the General Certificate of Secondary Education, or A level. This here, this is the practices that are 0.5 or above in the effect sizes. And this means a 1-grade increase of achievement at the GCSE or A level. Here in green is our hinge point. This is kind of the average achievement, no ordinary effect. And so how you can think about this whole list is the items above 0.4, so all of these have a greater, these have a positive effect on student achievement, whereas the ones below 0.4 have a less effect, a more negative effect. And down here, this is damaging. So I guess this wouldn't necessarily be a negative effect, but this is less of an effect. And this is a greater effect, which is what teachers want to look at. We want to see how can we help our students not only continue to perform well, but actually over a school year have a year's worth of progress, which is one of the things that Hattie was looking at. And me again. So in 2009, Hattie reported the #1 practice towards student achievement that, let's see, it was a 1.44 on his effect size chart. was self-reported grades, as like I said, being the number one. Now, why is this? So Hattie believes that students know what they're going to get on a test or an assignment before they even have to take it. Students are very accurate about their understanding of how they understand the content. And so teachers should, according to the self-reported grades, teachers should find out what those are before the assignment. They should find out what the students' expectations are. For as Hattie has said in his various videos, is that it's important for teachers to not meet the needs of students, but to help them exceed their students' expectations. And in order for teachers to even know where students at, they can, using the self-reported strategy, they can find out, and they can better help their students exceed those expectations for what they have in the classroom. As Hattie has said, students will also give themselves a low expectation, keeping it a safe target. Teachers need to raise that. They need to challenge and help their students see how they can exceed. And when students realize that they can exceed, they will build a confidence. And so teachers need to help students have the confidence, skills, and understandings that they can exceed in school. For this project, I looked at visiblelearning.org, Corwin, and a few other .com websites. The visiblelearning.org is an independent website. It's not affiliated with Hattie's program, Visible Learning Plus, but the site is to gather Hattie's research and present it, gather a bunch of free resources, present them, as well as provide some deeper meanings about them. And CURR is the publishing company that Hattie used for his Visible Learning Plus research to present it.